Welcome to your bloodborne pathogens cleanup training. This training will teach you how to clean up a spill containing bloodborne pathogens. The purpose of this training is to protect employees, reduce their exposure to infectious diseases, and comply with OSHA regulations. Employees will receive this training when they're first hired, and they will review it annually. They'll also receive additional training topics throughout the year, which will include how to dispose of sharps, proper waste disposal, and how to reorder supplies. After this training, employees will be familiar with the different types of spill that contain infectious materials, personal protective equipment needed to clean up a spill, proper ways to contain and absorb a spill, the steps needed to clean up a spill, and how to properly disinfect the spill area. Before we go into how to clean up a spill, let's go over a little refresher. Now, what is bloodborne pathogens? Bloodborne pathogens are infectious organisms in blood or other bodily fluids that can cause disease in humans. Examples of bodily fluids are blood, vomit, feces, semen, vaginal secretions. The primary pathogens that we're concerned about are hepatitis B, hepatitis C, and HIV. Why are we concerned about them? We're concerned about the modes of transmission. Bloodborne pathogens are most commonly transmitted through puncture from contaminated needles, broken glass, or other sharp objects, contact between broken or damaged skin, and contact with mucous membranes, such as your eyes, nose, or mouth. Let's go through an example scenario, an employee injury. An employee slipped and fell in the cooler, causing them to bleed. The employee was treated for their injuries, but a small pool of blood was left on the floor. What should employees do? First, they should identify the type of spill. Your first clue will be the spill source. How did the spill occur? Was an employee or customer injured? Is there leaking or damaged merchandise, such as a broken wine bottle? Did an accident occur containing vomit or diarrhea? If you're unsure of how the spill occurred, you should take universal precautions. Universal precautions are treating all human blood as if they were contained with infectious materials, such as HIV, hepatitis B, or other bloodborne pathogens. Before you clean up a spill, it's important that you protect yourself with PPE. At a minimum, employees should wear gloves, eye protection, mask or face shield, and gowns or other coverings if they're available. Now let's talk about how to clean up a spill. First, it's important to secure the spill area while you go and grab the spill kit. You can use floor cones to secure the spill to prevent customers or other employees from walking through it. Next, you should contain and absorb the spill. Use the absorbent powder to absorb the spill and wait until the powder has solidified before you attempt to clean it up. Then, you will discard the cleanup waste in the container that was used to hold the cleanup supplies. Don't forget to discard the disposable broom and dustpan as well. To discard the cleanup waste, place all cleanup debris and PPE into the spill container and secure it until the contents are ready to be discarded. See the disposal methods training and SOP for more information and instructions on how to discard this waste. After the spill area has been cleaned up and disinfected, make sure you wash your hands. Employees should wash their hands with soap and water for 20 seconds. If soap and water is not available, then they should use an alcohol-based sanitizer until they're able to wash their hands with soap and water. Alright, let's do a recap of this training. What did we learn today? We learned how to identify the type of spill, how to utilize proper PPE, how to secure the spill area, contain and absorb a spill, discard the cleanup debris, and how to decontaminate the spill area. So employees know for future reference, there are additional resources available to them. There's a bloodborne pathogens cleanup SOP that they can refer to if they ever have to clean up a bloodborne pathogens related spill. Now, to wrap up this training, let's go through a final exercise. First, list the 3 types of spills that contain bloodborne pathogen or infectious materials. The 3 would be blood, vomit, or feces. Now, list at least 2 pieces of PPE needed to clean up a spill. Gloves and eye protection, aka safety glasses. Now, describe how to secure a spill area and absorb a spill. Employees should use floor cones to secure the area, then use absorbent powder to absorb the spill. Describe the steps to clean up and discard the spilled debris. Employees should first wait for the powder to solidify once it's been applied. Then they'll sweep up and discard the debris in the spill container. They'll also discard the disposable broom and dustpan. Finally, describe how to decontaminate the spill area. You can use a bleach water solution or an EPA-approved solution. Then you should let the solution sit for 10 minutes before cleaning it up. That concludes the end of our training, and now you're ready to clean up a spill containing bloodborne pathogens. I'm ready to do some.
Okay, and action.
Wait. How are you gonna...
Just start.
What are bloodborne pathogens? Why? Why? Let's go through an example scenario. An employee injury. An employee slipped and fell in the cooler, causing them to bleed. The employee was treated for their injuries, but a small pool of blood is left. Babe.